Brazil is all set to host G20 Leaders Summit on 18th and 19th of November. India will be represented by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and it will be participating as a Troika member. By Troika, I mean a Russian carriage which is led by three horses. In G20 context, you can understand the term as a group of three countries, one ex-president of G20, one current president of G20, and one the future president of G20. So India was the ex-president of G20, Brazil is the current president, and South Africa is gonna be the future president of G20. The photo behind is from the summit India hosted in Delhi, and it was a whooping success. In this video, I'll discuss why the summit hosted by India was a huge success and why it has created pretty big shoes for Brazil to fill in. The article or the news which I am referring to is this one, where you can see that this year Brazil faces the challenges of expectation in the G20 summit because India's summit was a whooping success. So we'll understand what happened in India's summit, and we'll also understand how Brazil is catering to the expectations set by the summit. Also, if you notice the Troika this year, you can notice that all of the three countries constitute an interesting group called Global South. So what does it mean? We'll also understand in this video. So hello everyone, my name is Monica and this is UPSC Warriors by Unacademy. And I have information also to share with you. You can enroll yourself with Unacademy for UPSC preparation at an optimum price of 24,999. At this price, you will get lectures along with PPTs and PDFs. You will also get mains test series and one-on-one mentorship. All of this you can get by using my code, which is MM05. We also have batches coming up. One is Liberty, which is an English medium batch. One is Shikhar, which is a Hindi medium batch. And one is Arambh, which is a English medium batch. So you can enroll yourself in any of the batches that has been ongoing. Now coming back to the topic and the discussion of what happened in Delhi Summit. So India created a legacy. I have mentioned that before. The legacy which we created are based on these four achievements which we did. One of the most important is inclusion of African Union in the G20 group. African Union represents 55 nations of Africa. Hence, G20 now represent 80% of global population. So this is one of the most significant achievement that happened during India's presidency. Apart from it, let us discuss what other legacies India created. We made G20 to People's G20. We have led the discussion from GDP-centric discussion or GDP-centric economy to human-centric economy. So that is one transition which we did. Apart from it, we have mainstreamed the priorities of Global South. Now is the time to understand the term Global South. You must have heard the term third world countries. So it is a more neutral term for the third world country. What I mean by that is Global South is a group of countries which are underdeveloped or developing. These countries have a shared history of colonialism and they have some common priorities when it comes to development. So the problem with the term third world was it has negative stereotypes. By stereotypes, I mean it became associated with poverty, hunger, injustice, inequality. So in order to go for a more neutral term, the term Global South came in. So you can see the countries which are part of Global South, and as I mentioned, the Troika this year consists of countries of Global South. So we have mainstreamed the priorities. What priorities we want? We want a new definition of multilateralism. We wanted reforms in the institutes like United Nations Security Council. We wanted representation in the UNSC. So those are some priorities of Global South which we pitched in, and that is what is gonna get continued in today's this year's Brazil presidency. And we also came up with New Delhi G20 New Delhi Leaders Declaration. This declaration is based on the principle of inclusion. So this is what we did when we were the president of G20 summit. Now let us understand what Brazil is doing, how it is continuing the legacy and the agenda of Global South. So this year's theme is building a just world and a sustainable planet. You can identify two key terms here. Just world, that is the idea of social justice, and sustainability, that is the challenge of climate change and related issues. So these are the priorities, or these are the themes of Brazil presidency. Now we'll see what are the priorities which Brazil worked on. Social inclusion and fight against hunger and poverty. So this is the agenda or the problem of Global South. Along with that, energy transitions and the promotion of sustainable development. So the issues of climate change, reform of global governance institutions. By global governance institutions, it means UNSC, World Bank, WTO. These are the institutions. The list is long. These are the institutions which we want reforms to happen and to prioritize the need of Global South. So this has been the agenda of this year's summit. Now let us understand what G20 is in a nutshell. So G20 is a group of 19 countries and 2 blocs, that is European Union and African Union. So G20 has 19 sovereign countries, European Union and African Union. It was founded in the year 1999. Earlier it used to be a group consisting of finance ministers of the countries and central banks. Then it was elevated to leaders level in the year 2008, where the head of the state or head of the government started participating in the summit. So initially it was confined to finance ministers and central banks. Then it was elevated in the year 2008. And in the year 2023, we included African Union in the summit. So these are the key things which happened in the summit. And what it does is it addresses major issues related to global economy, climate change, mitigation and sustainable development. So these are the things which G20 does. With this, we have come to the end of this video. Hope you have found this information useful. And if that is the case, do let us know in the comment section, and please like, share, subscribe to this. Thank you.